record this video not one, not two, but 3 times. It's like nighttime now. I'm refreshed. I'm going to get some readings in before I take my ass to sleep. And you are going to be the first sign. And I think now that the energy has cleared up and I've cleared my cards, you know, and all that good stuff, we're going to get into some messages. I feel like Spirit wanted me to wait until nighttime to feel the energy. So let's get into it. Some late night readings. It's literally like, it's 12:18. Okay? So it's definitely late. Let's see what Spirit has to tell for your week ahead, Scorpio. Ooh, Serpent of Fire. Priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood. Okay, this is your oracle message for the next 7 days. Isis, Priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood and Queen of the Serpent of Fire, guides you through the transformation now as your energy field grows stronger and old energies are burned away in the process of your growth. Trust that you are growing and are more capable than you have been previously. Do not assess your current ability based on past standards, as they no longer apply to you. You are stronger and more powerful now than you have been before. You need to learn afresh what you are capable of, and Isis is here to help you now. Alright, Scorpio, you heard it here. Don't let your past define you, is the first message I'm getting. You're actually showing up as 2 different energies. We have 8 of Cups and we have the Moon card in reverse. So it is going straight into what your oracle message was saying with the 8 of Cups. This is about saying it's time for you to move on from a situation. 8 of Cups usually does say that you are moving forward and away from something that was a constant cycle. Could have been toxic, or it could have just been a very redundant cycle. And then we have the Moon in reverse. So instead of being disillusioned, instead of being overly emotional to the point that you're not being logical, that is finally stopping. You're going to start looking at things with a more clear mindset. All right. I'm seeing that the fog is starting to clear for you this week. Okay. Now this is pretty deep. Okay, because this is talking about you leaving your past routines and past rituals that you've created with certain people behind. It could be toxic situations, or maybe it's not. But it seems like for some of you it is. So let's see what your actual spread is saying for this week. Okay, so you are going to be victorious this week, okay? You actually are going to be victorious. That's the first thing I want you to understand. So for some of you, I feel like you're struggling with understanding, am I doing the right thing? Or do I need to fall back? Do I need to change my mind? Do I need to, change my course of action? And Spirit is saying you are doing the right thing. And you also may be getting a lot of attention from this. The first thing I'm seeing, there's an upgrade in your career during this week. I know this is kind of like all over the place, but your first event is you're going to be having an upgrade within your career or something you're passionate about. Yeah, 8 of Swords. Okay, so something that I feel like you've been contemplating for quite some time, and you've been kind of stuck on trying to figure out how to go about it or what decision to make within a career or business, well, career or passion or creativity. Something to enhance your career. You're finally making a decision on how to do that. So for some of you, it could be working on a website. For some of you, it could be starting to get business cards or advertisements or a new logo, something like that, for example. So enhancing that part of your life. Yeah, I feel like also for some of you, you are going to be spending money to make this happen, but this is something that has needed to happen for quite some time. So instead of you procrastinating, you're biting the bullet and you're getting it done. So it may cost some money, but it'll be worth the outcome, okay? As long as you make a decision and you don't just sit there trying to figure out what to do, that is all you need to focus on, especially in the beginning of the 7 days. All right, moving towards the middle of the 7 days, we have the High Priestess. So a lot of things are growing internally within you, all right? And this is where it's going to start to get deep for you. All right, you feel some things, and I feel like you have intuition, but right now it's not balanced because you have a lot of this Moon energy coming up. You have it here and you have it here. So what we want is this. We want you to not be disillusioned by it. We want you to be seeing things truthfully for what they are. And that can happen. It can definitely happen, is what this card is saying, especially if you're in tune. But I feel like you are a little unbalanced. Let's get some more energy on this. Whew, it was like hard for me to breathe right now. So I feel like you're holding something back, or you don't want to look at something for what it is, or you're not wanting to tie loose ends together. Yeah, Prince of Swords. It's about what people are saying. It's about what you've been hearing. It's about messages you've been receiving, whether it's emails, people coming up to you, people's opinions. And it's about things that I feel like you want to keep within a more reserved part of your life, but it's not reserved. Like, your business is out there and now you don't really know how to go about it. It's like you want to do damage control, but it's too late for that, I feel. So I feel like you're trying to figure out how to move to the next situation gracefully and still maintain your dignity and also be spiritual at the same time. So that's a lot to try to balance out, right? Yeah, we got 8 of Pentacles. So this is going to take some time. This is not something that is just going to be fixed overnight. I think this is something that has been going on for at least a year. With really taking the time to study whatever this is and really be diligent about it and make slow movements to fix the situation, it will be done correctly. So this is not something you want to rush, especially with this High Priestess energy. High Priestess energy is intuitive, and with anything that's intuitive, it means it's within you. It's feminine nature. And when something is within you and it's feminine, it grows within you. So it's not something that you just have automatically. It's not something you can just take off of the tree. It's something, it's like, it's the transformation of something on an internal level. And so I feel like that's what's happening. And it's going to take some time. If I'm being honest, I think for some of you it's going to take about 2 months for this to fully clear out, depending on what you're going through. But it's going to be worth it. And for some of you, you may have to spend money. I'm not sure exactly what this is about. And what part of life does this deal with for Scorpio? 7. Okay, so it's about everything. A lot of you have a lot going on. So you just kind of have to make it fit for your situation. But you have a lot going on, and take it step by step. Use the wisdom that you're good at this. You've put a lot of energy into whatever this thing is, this task. And there's a lot of people who have a lot of things to say about it, and there's a lot of things you're investing into it, and it can get overwhelming, and you can feel like you're making the wrong decisions. But you need to make sure you're trusting your intuition. But in order to do that, you need to be balanced and look at things from a non-emotional setting. Okay? The only thing that should be emotional is about how your gut feels about certain things. Outside of that, it doesn't matter what people think. You don't need to think about how they see or view what you have going on. At the end of the 7 days, we have the Fool in reverse. So I feel like the word I'm hearing is mistake. I'm also seeing that there's somebody who's very immature coming up here. I believe this is a person, or it could be an event. Let's see. 8 of Cups. So this is what you need to leave behind. So at the end of this time, we have that 8 of Cups energy coming up. So this Fool energy, it's probably a person, or it's a situation that is very immature, childish, reckless, irresponsible. Anything, whatever you thought of when I was saying those words, that's what you need to leave behind. At the end of this 7 days, at the end of this week, I encourage you to have already started making movements to moving away from whatever this is. But it's showing up that you will be leaving this pretty soon. And if you don't do it by choice, it's going to be something that you're feeling forced to do, and it's not going to be a good occasion. Why do you need to leave this? So we have the King of Wands. So you need to leave this because this person could be an Aries or an Aquarius. But it seems like this person, they either can't help you, or they are very erratic. And if it's not saying about them, it also could be saying that you need to leave because you have so much more to offer. You're really good at something, and because you're good at this, Spirit doesn't want you to bring people along with you that are not supposed to be there, because they're going to reap benefits of blessings that you're supposed to have, but they don't deserve. Magician. There's some mockery going on. I think there's a lot of people pretending in this situation, but I also feel like this isn't a part of your plan. This person or the situation is not a part of your plan, and you need to wake up to that. I think you will at the end of this time. It doesn't look like it's going to be an issue. It looks like if you need confirmation to leave, this is your confirmation. Okay? One more card. Judgment in reverse. You don't have to feel bad, Scorpio. Okay? And this is your card within this deck. You don't have to feel like whatever decision you make is wrong. People may have things to say, or even this person or the situation you're leaving may have things to say, but you need to make sure you're looking at it from a more of a God-like perspective. The way that God sees you, you don't have to justify why you don't want to be a part of anything anymore. And that's a really tough lesson. I feel like I need to make a video on that. You don't have to justify why you're ready to move out of that phase in your life. It's completely up to you, because this is your life. And this is part of the things that you need to start understanding about yourself. Just because you've been through past situations, it doesn't mean that that's who you are now, and it does not define where you're going. They don't have to understand that, but remember, with this oracle message, you have this fire within you, especially with this King of Wands energy also popping up. You have a fire that needs to be ignited. It needs to be like warming other people. It's bigger than you. This is a life thing, and I feel like you have to understand that everybody is not meant to go with you, and some people will try to hold you back. So Scorpio, you gotta break this bond. You have to. And I know it can be tough, especially as a Scorpio. I actually have a video talking about Scorpios. You'll probably understand more if you watch that. But it's time to break this bond. It's time to break the contract. It's time to break free. It's time to leave certain things in the past. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with doing that. And you have so many outlets of permission from Spirit that's saying, do it. You have so many things we have to get done. You don't have time to be worrying about being locked down, okay? So that's your reading, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to be here for more readings, you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. I go live every single Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Scorpio.